Bullwhip. Found this oddball film while scrolling through Tubi the other night. Now, I knew I was taking a risk looking at the letterbox curve beforehand, but I was not prepared for the absolute snooze fest this was. Should have known better. Peaks at the very beginning of the movie, with a pretty bomb main theme. Completely undeserving of the movie to come. It was right there when I realized I was watching a Cinescope movie in 4:3. Not ideal, but beggars can't be choosers when it comes to Tubi. Anyways, what makes this such a snooze fest? First thing I noticed was the lack of music and sound during the dialogue sequences. Gets pretty awkward pretty quick. Would give it a pass if it was a late 20s, early 30s talkie, but for 1958, pretty unacceptable. Makes following the admittedly promising start much more difficult. Unfortunately, the movie does virtually nothing with its arranged marriage premise, and seems more interested in humiliating Rhonda Fleming's character for a majority of the runtime. The scene right after she's introduced, she gets jobbed out by the titular Bullwhip. By the way, only time the whip is used in the movie. In typical shitty drive-in movie fashion, under-delivering on the goods. Not just in the Bullwhip department, but I can count the number of gunfire that goes off with my two hands. Not to mention the absolute absence of them during the grand finale, if you want to call it that. I mean, you don't even get a horse. You just get this mediocre fight, which ends in about the lamest way you can imagine. And even worse, this dude already fought someone earlier and beat him the same way. And those fights are all we have, seriously. This film is quite the cinematic void. Pretty impressive how little actually happens. And they still can't manage to pull off a convincing romance between these two. Besides Rhonda Fleming's character, who's half Cheyenne, the whole film feels a little old-fashioned, even for 1958 standards. Ugh. For 80 minutes felt like an eternity. Just so boring and dull. Why did I waste my time with this?